Why is stout so dark? And where does it come from? And seriously, what is the health benefit of a stout? I will tell you all of these things and more. But first, if I was to call you a stout person, what are some of the things you would think? 600 years ago, you would have thought I was calling you proud or brave. 347 years ago, you would have thought I was calling you strong. This is the reason why stouts and porters' history is so heavily entwined. The first time stout was mentioned with beer was in the 1700s. Porters, they were taking the world by storm. So your porters, like stout, are dark, rich in colour, have some caramelly type flavours. Porters typically were a little bit low in alcohol, but sometimes people just wanted something that was a little bit more stout. Soon to follow, you had the creation of single, double, even triple stout porters. Essentially the same thing. You even had stuff like stout pale ales. It really just meant strong until Arthur signed a 9,000-year lease for an unused brewery. Arthur Guinness, the creator of Guinness. Guinness's stout export is the reason the Irish are known for such strong, dark Irish beers. Brewers started using patent malt barley, their beer started getting darker and a lot stronger in flavour. Stouts, just like porters, would also use that pale malt barley as their base, but in came the use of unmalted barley. So instead of getting those nice chocolatey flavours that you would get with that roasted malt barley, you would now start to get flavours like coffee. But that still doesn't explain the health benefits of stout. Stouts have something we call flavonoids. What are flavonoids? Well, it's actually a chemical you find in plants. It gives plants their dark colours. Think blueberries. Blueberries are nice and dark, but flavonoids are filled with things like antioxidants. Stouts also contain just a wee bit of iron, so if you're ever feeling sluggish, just have yourself a pint of Guinness. There's also other vitamins like vitamin B, not including B12, and things like calcium as well. But to reap the rewards of these health benefits, we've got to figure out which stout to drink. Now, stout has many different types of varieties. You've got dry stouts, Irish stouts, chocolate stouts, coffee, oyster, oatmeal, milk, breakfast stout. I know, breakfast beers. So let's start with the basics. The dry stout, or more commonly known as the Irish stout. It's beautifully bitter, it's dark in colour, and it's quite rich in flavour. For those with a sweet tooth, why not try a milk stout? Milk stouts get their name from the lactose added to the wort. Lactose is a sugar that is not consumed by the yeast, so you get some of those nice sweet flavours that you can typically get with milk. It's going to give you a creamier beer and a subtle, nice, soft sweetness as well. Brekkie beers. I know what you're thinking. You'd love a breakfast beer, so go with an oat milk stout. So they use oat for their base instead of using malted barley, meaning this beer is going to go perfectly with your Wheaties in the morning. It's not so sweet, and you're going to get some of those nice creamy textures, kind of like a milkshake. And for my seafarers out there, why not try an oyster stout? I know what you're thinking. They don't add oysters into the stout. Well, they do. They do it during the malt process. That's it. But the saltiness of the oysters is going to give you like a salted caramel type flavour throughout the beer. If you're feeling brave or stout, make your own. It's super simple, it's effortless, and I'll show you how easily it's done right here. Oh, that's so good. I did really well with this. I'm proud of myself.